Hello everyone, it's Emma and welcome back to my channel and welcome back to the RV and welcome to a day in the life. My first ever. I've been doing YouTube for almost 4 years. I have never done a day in the life and let me tell you why. I'm terrible at vlogging. Remembering too. I feel like I'm pretty good at vlogging. I'm just really bad at remembering. I don't think my life is that interesting and I'm very busy. I work a regular job on top of this. I also have hobbies. Long story short, I'm just busy and I don't have time. But this was a hotly requested video. I asked you guys on the community page what kind of videos you want to see from me this summer while I'm extremely busy and don't have time to research for videos, and everybody's like, oh my gosh, show us a day in the life, and I'm like, alright then, I gotta do what the people want. So I'm gonna be giving you a quick narration of what I did this whole weekend. We're doing a weekend in the life because that was a little more interesting. And then I'll show you some behind the scenes clips that I took this weekend. Just some caveats, I guess. This is like an eco weekend in the life because this is an eco channel, but I do all of this stuff regularly. I didn't just purposely be more eco for this video. I wanted to show you my real life, and so that's what we're doing. Anyway, if you ever have any video recommendations, video ideas that you want to see, just leave them in the comments of whatever video you're watching. I'll add them to my list and I'll get to them when I can. But yeah, just a reminder, I am very busy right now. I'm working 8.5 hours plus an hour commute plus having to work this job. So I don't really have time anymore to script long form, well-researched videos at the moment. Hopefully when I can make this my full-time job, I can get back to doing that. But right now, my videos are a little bit more laid back and a little bit easier for me to do on my end. Hopefully they're still entertaining for you guys. Hopefully you still like them. If you don't like them, please let me know and I will do my best to get back to what videos you guys actually want to see. But I'm trying to find a balance between stuff that you guys like and stuff that I can manage. Let's go ahead and start talking about my eco weekend. Every weekend starts pretty much the same. We wake up when Denahi tells us to wake up. And what do I mean by that? I mean he whines at us. He actively whines at 5:50 every morning. Usually lets us sleep for about a half an hour more and then demands that he be fed and walked. That's how our days start. We start by walking to Denahi. We do about a half a mile or so, and some ways that we make this a little bit more eco-friendly, we reuse bags. Let me just go grab it. I've been on a real bagel and English muffin kick, and they come in plastic bags, obviously, so we reuse these bags as dog poop bags. As well as when we do have to buy dog poop bags, we buy bioplastic ones. After that, weekends typically look like chores, because in the world of capitalism, you don't have any free time until your weekends, and then you have to use your free time to do your chores. So that really sucks. But thankfully, the RV, chores are so much easier. Live in a tiny home, people. If you want to reduce the amount of time you're spending on chores, it takes us under an hour, but sometimes under half an hour. And I sweep, I do the litter, and again, for the litter, I also use upcycled bags instead of using brand new grocery bags just for a very quick amount of time. And then Dan does the rest of the cleaning, which isn't a lot. It's wiping down the counters, wiping down the stove, wiping out the bathtub, and he uses this concentrated cleaner that we get from Grove. They do little refills in glass bottles. I used to use homemade citrus vinegar cleaner, but we just don't have the space for a lot of cleaners right now. And again, this is easier. I also think it smells more pleasant. And then we use rags instead of paper towels and other reusables to just clean. And that's pretty much the extent of our cleaning routine. It's very easy, very eco, very low waste. It doesn't take a lot of time. We also do laundry typically on the weekends after a long work week and a long week of mowing and sweating. We're both working at a state park right now doing lots of manual labor and dirty stuff. So we have lots of laundry throughout the week. And we use eco-friendly laundry detergents. I have done several laundry reviews. If you're interested, you can check them out above and below. And I am still working through laundry detergents from those reviews. So right now we're finishing off the Clean Cult, and then I think we're moving on to Kind laundry strips. If you want to hear my thoughts on laundry strips, you can check out this video. I'm making an update coming soon. Very soon. Long story short, I lost my script. I didn't lose it. I know exactly where it is. It's in Las Vegas. I'm in Spokane. And I don't have time to rescript it, but I have an idea for refilming it. I'm going to refilm it today. So stay tuned, probably July. I'm finally making the commentary update video on laundry sheets, but you can check out my initial thoughts in that video. I'm still using them just because it's more wasteful to throw them away, in my opinion, so I'm going to keep using them. After that, I wrote all this down somewhere. Oh my gosh, I need a drink. Just water. I'm just simply parched. Okay. While I'm doing this, just a quick story time. My computer died. It's less than 6 months old. I talked about this on Patreon. I'll give you the short story. Customer support is like, oh, it's the motherboard. I'm like, on a brand new computer? So yeah, it's the motherboard. Thankfully, it's under warranty, so they did it for free. But then they're like, oh, well, now that the motherboard's fixed, your charger's dead. So we'll send you a new charger, but it's on back order, so it's gonna take a week. So I've been out of a computer for like 2 weeks, which is fine, because like Dan has a computer, so I'm using his. But now I have to log into everything. Anyway, I found it. Yesterday after chores, we went to the grocery store, and how we make this more eco-friendly is sometimes we bike. We don't always bike. It is really close, like probably 2 miles or less. And we have e-bikes, thankfully. Shout out to Aventon for giving us those. So we bike there sometimes, depending on weather and like what we're getting. Like if we have to get dog and cat food, we're not gonna bike. If it's raining, if it's cold, we're not gonna bike. I just made a quick TikTok video, I'll throw it up right here, about how to zero waste grocery shop when you don't have a zero waste grocery store. Like we just went to our local commissary, which is an on-base grocery store, and this is how I zero waste-ish grocery shop there. I opt for package-free stuff, so when it comes to things like carrots, lettuce, apples, I get the package-free option instead of the one that's coming in plastic. I shop for recyclable, not recycled. I mean, if something says it's recycled, I'm definitely going to buy it. I love supporting the recycling industry in that way, but I also shop for recyclable materials. So things like cans, paper, glass. Actually, I don't shop a lot of glass anymore because glass is not widely recycled in Spokane. And then sometimes plastic, and I shop for recycled plastic when possible. So recyclable plastic. Plastics number 1 and 2 are recycled in my area, and I try to avoid the others, or I try to find a way to repurpose them. For example, with the dog poop bags again. I also just skip the produce bags entirely. I find that they're unnecessary, personally. If you're getting like an abundance of things, like we buy a lot of kiwis, we probably should use a produce bag, like a reusable one, but I find it's just easier to not take a lot of bags to the grocery store and just put them all in my reusable grocery bag at the checkout. That's probably part of it too, because I'm going to self-checkout. I know that I don't need to like aid the convenience of a cashier. I can just, if it's inconvenient, it's just me who has to deal with it, so I don't care. This all depends. Like if you're immunocompromised, if you have a reason to like avoid as many germs as possible, go for a produce bag if you need to. I encourage you to use a reusable one, or just reuse the ones that you already have, even if they are just the plastic, traditionally disposable ones. But I personally don't have a reason to use produce bags, so I don't. I just skip it. And then of course I use my reusable grocery bags at the end. I am obsessed. I have 2 recommendations. Back when we bought a lot of groceries at once, I love our Lotus trolley bags. They sit right in your cart. They help keep everything organized. They have a cooler bag, which is really nice. They're easy to take in and out of the cart. But we don't buy a lot of groceries anymore, so those have become unnecessary for us. They're just too big. My smaller recommendation is Baggu. Here they are. First off, they pack down into this. They're super small, so they're great to just toss in a bag. Let me tell you, I put these to the ultimate test the other week. I got 2 gallons of vinegar, salsa, hummus, 2 kombuchas, Cholula, a big Cholula, like so many big, heavy liquid things. 1 bag. I didn't even fear that it was going to rip. It was so strong. So those are my reusable bag recommendations if you're in the market. And then of course we bike home and I store everything properly so that it hopefully lasts as long as possible. I move the old stuff forward so that we eat it first. And then as well as, we did this unintentionally just because we live in the RV now, we don't have a lot of space. We shop only like 2 to 4 days at a time instead of shopping a lot at once. This has helped us reduce food waste so much. We haven't wasted a single piece of produce since moving into the RV because we don't overbuy. And stuff that is about to go bad, like squishy apples, squishy kiwis, peppers that are kind of getting like wilted. You know when peppers kind of get that weird wrinkly texture? All that stuff before it has actually gone bad, we give it to Denahi. He's our garbage disposal for things that are safe for him, of course. We came back. I did a little bit of work on the computer. I did a little bit of chilling because I was not feeling too hot yesterday. But I feel better now. And then it was time to make lunch. Again, Denahi really coming in clutch, helping me reduce food waste. He ate the ends of the carrots. He ate the broccoli stems. I also, while I was putting the groceries away, I found a squishy kiwi that he ate. And then I also found a brown banana that I cut up and froze for him. Because frozen bananas, first off, brown bananas, delicious in smoothies and banana bread. Sometimes it's just easier to cut them up, pop them in the freezer, and then it's a great summer treat for Denahi. We are plant-based. So we did make vegan chickpea pot pie pasta, and it was delicious. It was so easy to make, and it made a ton. I also wasn't planning on this, but I saved some of the chickpea water. I'm like, this might come in handy. as a thickener. So I used mostly just coconut milk to make the sauce, and then I'm like, we need a little bit more sauce, so I added the chickpea water to help it thicken up and give it more substance, and it worked. And it saved that food waste. Next, it's time for Brewfest. I used to think beer was disgusting, and now I kind of like beer. And it's really fun to go to these festivals because you get to try a bunch all at once. Oh my gosh, the best part too, I say this all the time. I don't mind beer in small quantities. I can't drink a whole pint. That's just too much. It's too foamy. It's too much of the same flavor. But this was the sample size. Look how darling it is. So this was the perfect amount of beer for me to try. Anyway, we drove to the trailhead, which was pretty close, and then we biked the rest of the way, which was like about 6 miles, again on our e-bikes, making it a breeze. So that's how we made that a little bit more eco-friendly. Plus, it's just a great way to get to see Spokane, because we still haven't explored much here because we're working all the time. So it was a great way to get to see a lot of the area all at once, more eco-friendly. And then the Brewfest ended up being really eco-friendly. The only piece of waste that we left with was our bracelet, which I'm gonna like keep anyway in a little memento. I'm not gonna throw it away. But the whole thing was pretty eco. First off, they give you these glasses. I'm not a huge fan of like hyper-personalized things, but I will reuse this. So this is glass, and you reuse it. This is what you got your tastings in, so no plastic there. And then it was filled with tokens, and the tokens were reusable too. They're probably going to reuse them for the next Brewfest. So zero waste. The only plastic I did see was when people were buying pints for themselves. They were in plastic cups, but they were in like recyclable plastic cups, which is a step in the right direction, because if you didn't know, red Solo cups are typically not recyclable, and they were just in a regular clear plastic #1 cup. So that was pretty cool. It was also a great opportunity to support a lot of local businesses and a lot of local breweries. And then we also found a really cool brand called the Malted Mutt. They take barley flour and spent brewing grain from local breweries and create dog treats. So that was a really cool find. A little bit of plastic waste there, but again, a great business to prevent food waste. I'm here for it. And then we got dinner. There's the pizza. The only takeaway that we got is recyclable or compostable. And then we biked home. So it was a lovely evening. For today, I biked to the coffee shop because I wanted to get myself a little coffee before we started. Okay, they literally have a sign out front saying it's open. And I could have swore I've been here earlier on a Sunday, but I guess I don't open till 9, so I'll be back later after I'm done. Stop. After I'm done filming like half my videos, I'll take a little break and come back. But the good news is, whoa, it really cleared up. Rain might come from that way, but I thought it was gonna rain, so I was like, I don't know if I can get coffee. It's so sunny now. Honestly, I might even need to turn this down. So now I can go I can go back and get coffee. So that's what I'm gonna do now. Today I'm also going to go get more lilac. I have some right here. It's wilting. It's lilac season now in Eastern Washington, and it's everywhere. And I'm not like stealing from people's land. I'm wild foraging, okay? So I'm gonna go get more lilac to make an eco-friendly bouquet for my table. And then my only thing that I'm doing today is working. Right here, I'm filming. So I have lots of YouTube videos that I have to prepare. Again, because I'm so busy, it's best for me to just batch a bunch of content in one weekend so that I can use my other weekends to explore the local area. And then the ways that I'm making this more eco-friendly, you can probably kind of see I have the windows open for natural light. I also have the screens open for natural air in here right now because the weather is perfect. I'm going to eat leftover pizza for lunch to prevent food waste. All right, coffee has been acquired. My first iced latte of the season, because no matter how much I liked iced coffee, iced lattes, I can't do it in the winter. I'm too cold. Anyway, so now I have filmed 3 videos, 2 more to go, one of them being this one. And those are zero waste travel update, because I haven't done a zero waste travel video since like 2021, maybe 2020. What's the other one? Fireworks, the impact of fireworks, something I've never done before. I talk about the impact of holidays a lot, but now I'm finally doing it for the 4th of July. Rather just fireworks as a whole. It's coming out for 4th of July because that's like the big firework holiday here in the US. But anyway, that's what I've been working on. I've done it. I have filmed all of my videos. I've done a Patreon update, a Q&A, zero waste travel tips, the environmental impact of fireworks, a day in the life, sustainable in the RV. I filmed 2 TikToks. I filmed a laundry update. That was a spontaneous video I didn't think I would be doing. The only thing I have to do is film a couple edits for my Free Ways to Live Zero Waste Part 11, but I have to wait for Dan to get back with my computer charger. Did I already mention my computer died? So yeah, my computer died, the motherboard, brand new computer. Thankfully they replaced it because it was under warranty. But it took them like a week to repair it. And then they had to ship me a new charger because my old charger got busted somehow. That took another week. So I'm like, I've been out of a computer for 2 weeks and I need to edit this video for a sponsor. So that's on my to-do list as well. What else is on my to-do list today? I have to finish filming the I'm wearing mascara. A new brand of zero waste mascara. I have to film the edit for that, the update for that. I have to fix my hiking boots. I have to do the laundry. That's really it. Is it even noon yet? What time is it? I don't have a watch either. Dan's getting my watch repaired. It just hit noon. I've done so much today. I think it's time for my leftover pizza and play a little bit of Tears of the Kingdom, take a little break, and then we'll do the rest. Okay, I just repaired my boots. There they are. It was really easy. I just bought some shoe glue because they were cracking along where the sole meets the edge. I'll insert the video right here for you. It's also on Instagram and TikTok. Probably just TikTok by the time you're seeing this. I don't know when this is coming out. Oh, someone's coming. And right now we're all just chilling. The kiddos asked to come out here. They really did. They were both sitting by the door whining. Oh, there's Mochi. She likes to come out here now. I hope you like this vlog, this part 2 being more vloggy. If you didn't know, we had a yard in Vegas and she loved it. And now she's loving being on a leash. She's on a leash, don't worry. She's attached. She's a brave girl. She likes watching and all the neighbors are fascinated by her. And I think that pretty much about wraps up my eco day. Hopefully I can get all of this knocked out pretty early on so that I can enjoy the rest of my day playing Tears of the Kingdom. I'm obsessed. If you're a Zelda fan, let me know. So I've been using a lot of my free time to do that. And then of course, like preparing for work tomorrow, that batch of pasta made a ton of leftovers, which we use to pack our lunches. So we pack our lunches for work to reduce waste. We use our Stojo reusable containers, which are really nice for lunches. I think that about sums it up. If you have any more questions about my eco-friendly weekend in my life routine, I guess it kind of is a routine. We do a lot of this stuff every weekend. Let me know. Let me know how you have eco-friendly days and eco-friendly weekends down below. And let me know if you enjoyed this video. I know it wasn't like super duper vloggy, but I hope that you enjoyed it nonetheless. Hopefully in the future, again, when I can make this my full-time job and I have more time to dedicate to stuff like vlogging, I would love to vlog for you guys. Do you guys like vlogs? Like, I'm trying to figure out what I want my content to look like when I'm able to do 2 videos a week again. I'm either thinking like, 1 video per week is going to be a deep dive, like researched video, and another video is going to be like a chill, like a Q&A, a zero waste on a budget tips, maybe like a commentary video about like a recent event, a recent movie that came out or something like that. But I could also make one of those weekly videos a vlog if you're interested, if you like them, of course. If you don't like them, let me know that feedback as well, because then I won't do it. Again, this is my first one, so just kind of winging it. As well as doing what I can with the time I have. But anyway, thank you so much for watching. I really appreciate your time, especially if you made it all the way to the end. And thank you to everybody who left suggestions for what kind of content you want to see this summer from me. If you missed that, leave your comments down below. Let me know what videos you want to see from me this summer and for the end of time down below. But that's all that I have. Yeah, if you enjoyed this video, don't forget to give it a thumbs up. I'll see you in next week's video. Until then, remember that your small actions have a big impact in the long run. Bye, guys.